Okay, so been out for a little road trip today. Didn't really go very far, just literally went as far as the shop to get some dog food. But just come home now and it's time to do a short episode of the news. So yeah, without further ado, I'll send you out to the front garden to go and do the first lot of news, which is based on one of the fleet's been missing for a while, so I'll send it out there now to go and have a look at what's going on. Okay, so the Golf's back. You may remember back in November the Golf went for a repair because we thought the clutch had gone. It turned out, well, the car was left in the garage from November right up until early March. We had to wait quite a while for the job to get done. But yeah, the car's done now. It turned out to be the master cylinder, but because the master cylinder was on its way out, it was causing some sort of damage on the slave cylinder as well, so we had to get that changed as well. But yeah, they fixed the car. It's back now. Obviously before it came back, it ran out of MOT tax. It didn't have insurance on it. So the garage that done the repair done an MOT on it for us as well. The only thing that came through on the MOT is one of the tyres need changing and something else that's minor, which I can't remember what that was. You'll have to excuse me, I'm talking, I'm really full of flu at the minute, it's really irritating me. But yeah, the car's come back, just got to get that one tyre done. Other than that, it's fine. But obviously the inevitable is this is back now, so yeah, the lupo's got to go. Anyway, stay tuned and we'll update you on some more news. Right, so basically, as you've just seen there, the Golf's back. It's been gone since November, and yeah, it's gone for a pretty long time. The story was Rose was out in the car one day and the clutch wasn't returning very well. She phoned me and said the clutch doesn't feel right, but I'm going to try and get the car home and we'll see what's what. She phoned me about 5 minutes later and said the clutch will not return and I'm stuck at the lights, I'm blocking all the traffic, blah blah blah. Yeah, we went and got the car, towed it home, and then we towed it to another garage, which is my dad's friend, and we thought the clutch had gone. Now we waited a good few months and they stripped the car down and said, right, you know what it is now, it's the master and the slave. So we got the car done, got it back, and they said basically what it was is the master had gone, but it had gone in a way, I think he said the oils or something like that, I can't remember. It basically causing damage on the slave as well. So they had to change both of them. But yeah, the car's back now. I don't know what's 100% going on with the clutch, but it's catching on the way down. So it's sort of when you put the clutch in, it's fine. Gets it near the bottom, clunk. And then you let it back up again, it's fine. Push it down, feels fine. Get near the bottom, clunk. The garage is saying that it's slightly out of position, but it's not a problem and it'll wear, the plastics will wear eventually and cause it to feel normal again. But yeah, that's about it for the story with the Golf. So I'm going to send you out again now because we've obviously got more news for my car. So yeah, we'll go over and have a look what's going on with that. It's not major, but again, news is news. Okay, so a little bit of a update on the CC. pretty much everything's fine on it. Its MOT's slowly creeping up. It's had brakes changed all round, although them brake discs, as you can see, need changing. My plan is to change the discs and the pads all round to Brembo's, so I've got to look into that. Now this car's got electronic suspension on it, which is basically you press the button and it's got sport, comfort and normal modes for different preferences, if that's the right word. But I think it's due to be changed because it's not really changing much anymore when you press the button. According to Euro car parts, just for the electronic suspension on its own, without fitment, I'm looking at about £1,000. But yeah, that's the quick update on the CC. Well, I think I'm going to send you back to the office now for the last bit of the news for the day, and then we'll end the video. It's a lovely day today. Yeah, the CC's pretty much fine. It's just that one thing with the electronic shock absorbers. They used to be really, I don't know, they were perfect. They put into soft comfort mode and any speed bumps, potholes, you didn't really feel them. Put into normal mode, rode fine, and in sport mode everything was obviously stiffen up and it feel a bit better at, I don't know, slightly higher speeds or whatever. But now, I don't know, it doesn't matter what setting you've got it in, it seems to be like sort of crunching and crashing when it goes over even small potholes or speed bumps. So obviously that's going to need changing soon. But as I said, I've had a look on Euro car parts, and just for the set of electronic suspension shockers, I'm looking at around about £1,000, and that's without sending it to a garage to be changed over. So that's going to be a big job. I need to save up for that one, obviously. As for my brakes, I recently changed, as I've just said, changed my pads all round because they needed doing. But I sort of neglected the way I done it, and I left the brake discs that were already on the car, I left them on, and the back ones were horrendous, as you've just seen. So I'm guessing they've now made the pads wear uneven. So if I change the discs, it's gonna have dodgy pads making the new discs wear uneven. So I'm gonna save up for that, get a full set of Brembos right round. I'm gonna paint me calipers in Ferrari red, and then put Brembo vinyls on the calipers. That should look pretty sweet, like. To be honest, there's quite a lot of stuff I want to do to the CC after I've got the repairs done. I may have mentioned in a previous video that when we done the pads, I think it was the pads anyway. Yeah, it was the front pads. There's a sensor on the front right hand side, and the dirt and grime and everything had locked the two plugs together, and we pulled, twisted, tapped on it to try and break the dirt up, and as we pulled, we've broken the plastic housing of the sensor that fits onto the car itself, not the brake. And since then, since the housing's been broken, the computer constantly comes up that the brakes need changing, and yes, the discs need changing, but I think it's more the fact that the housing's broken on the sensor, so there's obviously dirt and debris getting in, and I don't know, could be wrong, but yeah, once I've done them 3 little repairs, I want to fit a front splitter on the car. I'm going to fit a rear diffuser on it, and I'm not going OTT, but I'm going to fit side skirts on it as well. Obviously I don't want to go OTT because I wanted to keep it sort of luxury, classy look as well as looking a bit more sporty. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything at the moment that I've got planned for it. I mean, I do want to, I've fitted chrome sills to the doors, but I want to take them off and fit the ones where they light up when you open the door. Well, I don't know, we'll look into that. I've got a little spoiler that you put on the boot lip, but I don't know whether to bother fitting that or leave it. But yeah, I think that's about it for the CC for today. There is some more news obviously on the inevitable. The Golf's back now, so yeah, the sad news is that the Lupo's got to go. We can't afford to run 3 cars. But yeah, it's got to go. It's been a brilliant car and I can't fault it in any way, because every car has the fault. I know that doesn't make much sense, but every car does have its fault, so why should you single out the little Lupo for having its minor faults? To be honest with you, all the faults that's on it's been caused by the previous owner, so you can't really fault the car for that either. We have repaired most of them, but obviously there's only so many hours in the day to get these jobs done, so but yeah, I'm going to send you out again now for one last bit of news, and then I think it's one last bit of news, but I'll send you out and we'll see what's what. Okay, so this is Michael's ped. There's a bit of news coming up on this, not a major. He's got to change the fuse because the cigarette light is not working, and recently it's been having issues starting, which we find a bit odd because it's only about a year old. But yeah, we need to figure out what's going on with that. But while we're at it, I'll give you a little sneak peek of the new project. So that's literally all you're getting. And I think that's it for this video. Like, comment and subscribe. So yeah, that's the last part of the news. And again, I won't go into too much detail. You've just seen there on Michael's Yamaha X-Max. It's having a little few issues with it. Nothing major. The indicators, sorry, not the indicator, the cigarette lighter has decided to stop working one day. I think that's just down to a fuse. His main issue is it doesn't happen every time, but there's been a few little times now over the last month or two that he's gone to go out in it and it sort of wouldn't start, or it started and then cut out and then refused to start. So he's got to look into that. Yamaha are trying to say it's down to dirty fuel, but it's fresh fuel and he's put fuel cleaner in it, so I don't know. I said maybe it's something to do with the fuel pump or something like that, but I don't know. Who am I to judge? And lastly, as I've just covered there, we've got a new project coming in. As I said, the Lupo's going now. That's got to say goodbye to that project, as sad as it is, but we're replacing it with another project which I could have done years ago because I had the parts to do it, but I just thought, I found this vehicle online and I thought, you know what, I've got the parts there, he's selling it for cheap, why not do it and sell it on, get a profit out of it, and then who knows in the future what's going to replace that project. But that's the news. So yeah, thanks for watching this probably boring video. Again, I apologise for my flu. Stay tuned, spread the word about Driven Limited. Maybe watch the channel while you're in work I don't know. But yeah, like, comment and subscribe, and we appreciate your support. We're going to try and slowly grow the channel, and then we're going to start launching merchandise again. Right now it's not the right time to have merchandise out there because we haven't got enough fans, but yeah, again, thank you very much for the support. See you in the next one. Pre-record the video, you might have already noticed. So someone's on the way to collect the lupo. They did barter us down a little bit on the price, but overall I think both parties are happy. But yeah, sad times, but she's going to a good home, because from what he's telling me, they're lupo enthusiasts, so yeah, at least she'll be looked after. Hopefully she won't be wrapped around a tree, and she will be looked after, and she's got many more miles left on it. Well yeah, stay tuned and we'll give you some more news.
Oh, oh. Yeah. Me baby's gone. Oh.
Well, at least she's gone to a good home anyway.